I don't want to complain about someone's work when they're about to yank something out of my inside.
Last time I flew with British Airways, I had a very negative experience.
We're at arrivals, let's go see if our check-in desk is even open yet. Exciting day today. I am off to go get measured for my new wheelchair. So come along with me and I will tell you exactly what I'm going for my like second ever manual wheelchair, because I've learned I've had this one for about 2 years now. Yeah, exactly 2 years. And there are some things that I wish that I had like opted for or opted out of, and like the height of the backrest and things like that. So for this one, hopefully like I'm gonna get it like perfect.
Yeah, so if you look at mine,
This is like quite flat.
we can put the leather corners on yours now, and it just stops that sag down.
Because I do slide from side to side, like a lot.
I've seen that you've been wheeling lately,
Yeah,
so I'm confident.
Yeah.
When you haven't do a wheelie, I haven't put a lot of effort in. Oh.
Right, that's done. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get my new chair. But I've just driven like 5 minutes from here because I'm coming I get my hair cut at Regis and I'm coming here next week. But because it's been way more than 6 months, I have to come and get that patch test thing done again. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm getting my hair finally cut and colored next week. I think the last time I got it done was, oh my gosh, this is really embarrassing, was like June last year, so it definitely needs some TLC. I can't remember where I left this off, but I have not been well. I have got another infection, like UTI, and I just keep getting them all the time. And I don't know if it's how they changed the catheter the other day, like yanked it out, and the balloon was still inflated. And whew, if you don't know, I have a suprapubic catheter, which basically goes through like a surgical hole that they made in my abdomen into my bladder, and it drains urine. And I get it changed. Well, I used to get it changed every 5 to 6 weeks. Now they're going to make it 4 to 5 weeks. But when I went to get it changed the other week, they pulled out the water from the balloon, so it seemed like it was all out. And then they tried to pull it out, and it wouldn't come, because sometimes it does like adhere to like my bladder lining, and it's so painful. And also I've had a lot of stones, so that they might have like adhered to it as well, because it is a silicone catheter, so that can happen. So then I don't know why she decided to inflate the balloon with air, which if you like use catheters, you'll know that that's not really the best thing to do, because you can't tell if the air comes out. Like if you pull it, obviously, if you inflate it with water, you know how much water you've put in, so you'll know how much water's gonna come out. Tried to pull it out, and we just assumed that the air was no longer inside it. So then, although they've told me that the catheter failed, and that's why, no, I'm pretty sure it was the air, because it was filled with air when they pulled it out. So then I had to go to the hospital, and story short, she had to put her foot on the bed to get enough traction and yank it out of me. I really wish they'd done some sort of scan, because they thought it was because it adhered to my insides. No, the real reason was the balloon was still very much inflated. And it was so painful. They don't give you any pain relief for this. Like, maybe some people get it, but I've never had pain relief when I get catheters removed. When they tug it like that, oh, painful. But anyway, I've got an infection now. Again, I've had so many recently, and I do think usually it's because I'm on the antibiotics, and once the antibiotic course ends, I think it hasn't totally got rid of it, maybe because it's still inside the catheter and it just comes back in, I don't know. And then the infection just comes back again. So they had put me on a different antibiotic that I've not really taken before last week. And then when the results came back for the urine analysis, they were like, oh, okay, the antibiotic that she's on doesn't actually help. So they've now put me on another one. It has awful side effects. But then I Googled the type of infection that I've got, because it tells you the name. It's some long name I cannot even pronounce. And it says on Google that when you have that type of infection and you have a suprapubic catheter or any catheter in general, you're supposed to get the catheter changed after a couple of days of starting the antibiotics, because the infection will stay in the catheter and it will just come back again, because the type of infection it will stick to the sides of the catheter. So I have been trying to book a appointment to get my catheter changed. Like, are there people out there that have suprapubic catheters? Do you change them yourselves? Because at this point, I wish that I could, just to save like the hassle of the backwards and forwards. And yeah, like then I could just be like, right, I'll change my catheter today because today is convenient to change it myself. And yeah, but I don't know if that's actually a thing. I called them 2 days ago. And they said that they didn't have a nurse on, which is fair enough. So they couldn't change it that day. But they said that they were going to call me the next day, which was like yesterday. And I waited all day and they didn't call me. But they also told me that I shouldn't have the number that I rang and that I should be calling some switchboard instead, and kind of told me off for that. But I'm only ringing the number that they gave me. Like, that's when I first started going there, they told me that's the number to ring. So now I'm like, what do I ring now? Because I don't know how to get the other number. Like, I don't know. They've never given me any like welcome letter to getting your catheter changed there or anything. Like, so I don't know how this works, because I used to get it changed in the community, so I'll have like a nurse come to my house and do it, but then they changed how it works around here, and now they have like a hub, so you go to them, which I do prefer doing that, because the nurses would just turn up at any time and just think that disabled people never go out of their house, and they would phone me and be like, where are you? We've come to change your catheter. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm not home. So now I'm gonna ring them, and fingers crossed they can get me an appointment. I'm hoping I can get one for the weekend, because I'm quite busy today. But if they say today, then obviously I'll go today. But also I'm very like, I want to put it off because I'm so scared. Like, it's like, it was so traumatic when I got it changed last. And I go away in like a week and 2 days to America. And I'm like, I do not want to go away with the bladder spasms that I had from the last change, because they were awful. It just basically opened up, like tore the hole open in my abdomen from the balloon coming out. And it wasn't enjoyable at all. So let's ring them. Obviously, you're not going to hear me ringing them, but I'm going to be ringing them. I'm not going to like put them on here.
Sorry, the person you're calling is on another call. Thank you for calling.
Oh, I pleaded my case and I've got it for tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Oh, thank goodness. Like, you're due to get it changed in 2 weeks. I was like, yeah, but otherwise I'm gonna have to go back on antibiotics again and again. Like, we get it out. And I don't know, like, I don't get it, because I've had some messages on Instagram, and some people are saying, like, in their area, any infection that you get with a suprapubic catheter, or I guess any other catheter, they change it after like starting antibiotics after a couple of days. And I think that's why I keep getting infections, because I never get my catheter changed when I have an infection. It just comes back. Like, I don't know, like, could I be wrong? But yeah, it keeps coming back. And Google told me that's why. So it must be right. Google knows everything. See you tomorrow, I guess. Oh, I'm so scared. Right, it's time to go and get this catheter changed. Oh, I hope it doesn't go like it did last time, where they had to yank it out. I really hope it goes well. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I am so nervous. But good news, I am feeling a lot better since I've been taking the right antibiotics. Other than like the side effects from the antibiotics, like feeling groggy and things like that, and I have to take them with food. Like, otherwise, yeah, you don't want to know. I think they're doing their job, so hopefully if I get this catheter out now and put a new one in, the infection won't come back. I must get in the car, and I'm using you guys to stall that, so let's just go get it done, I guess. Okay, we've arrived at the hospital, and the good thing about coming here on a weekend, which is why I always choose to come and get my changes on a weekend rather than a weekday, is there's always spaces. I don't think it's a hospital where people like sleep on wards. I don't know. I think it's just like literally a day thing. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, but I'm gonna go get my catheter changed. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was awful. It got stuck again. I don't understand why it keeps doing this. Like, I used to have no issues getting my suprapubic in and out. Yeah, it gave me some bladder spasms and it hurt occasionally, but never this bad. So I don't know what's going on, and I don't, like, if anyone has experienced this, please let me know. But I'll fill you in on exactly what happened when I get home. It's just I need to go do some food shopping and take some clothes back to next. So I'm off to go do that now. So bad at this, I'm so sorry. But I'm about to go, I'm in a rush, but I'm gonna try and tell you what happened the other day
catheter-wise, and also some good news that has come out of it. But I'm about to go get my hair cut and I have no idea what to do. I think I'm just gonna get a trim, like I always just get a trim, but I don't know what to do with the colour because I have balayage and it used to be a lot lighter, so I might get it lightened again. But I don't know about the money pieces because, oh, this is so embarrassing, but they've grown out so much and it just ends up having a line. So I might ask if they can like fade it in a little. Is that even a thing? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But anyway, catheter, absolutely awful. Like, she went to insert air into it again and I told her you cannot do that. Like it's not good to put air in because you can't judge how much air comes out. You could put 10 mils of air in and you're not gonna see, you can't see air. You can see water. So that's why they fill them with water. And that was the issue last time. We found out afterwards it was because they had put the air in and it was too hard to get the air out, but they thought it adhered to my inside. So they yanked it out and it came out with the balloon pretty inflated. So then thankfully you lovely people had put some comments on a previous video that I put on like Instagram and TikTok and said, like, gave me some advice on how you deal with your catheters when they can't come out. So I was telling them all of these things. I got them to put 10 mils of water in and then take it out. I'll get back to this part in a minute because I know what they're doing wrong now and why it keeps getting stuck. So when the balloon comes down, it was ridging, so then you can't pull it out because it's not laying flat, and that's what's been happening. But I got a catheter put back in, and then I had a phone call from Vine, who are the people who like supply like my medical supplies. They supply my catheters, they supply my Peristy, and yeah, they phoned me and they were like, we've noticed, they'd seen the video, we've noticed that you've been having issues with your catheter, like could we talk it through, we want to see if we can help you. I'm so impressed, like their customer service, really good. Because I was going to email them anyway, so they saved me having to write that email by phoning me. So I got referred on to one of their nurses and then she phoned me not long after and she was like, I read what happened, I know exactly what the issue is. The issue is that apparently you're not supposed to pull the syringe to get the water out of the balloon, which is what they've always been doing. And I just thought that was what you do as well, because I've never really paid attention to like what they do. But when I was in the community, I never had an issue. I don't want to complain about someone's work when they're about to yank something out of my insides, because they haven't actually done them at the hub before. This is a new thing. It used to always be done in the community and now it's gone to the hub. So like these people probably haven't dealt with suprapubic catheters in a long time, and that might be why all these issues are occurring. Or they may find out if I can be trained to do it myself, which I want to just be able to do it myself. Like I've got family that can help me, I've got PAs that can help me. Cross their fingers. Anyway, I'm gonna get my hair done now, and then when I get back I need to do some packing. So be right back to see my hair transformation, hopefully.
Oh my gosh, today is the day. Does anybody else, like before they're about to like go away, not get any sleep the night before? Because I only had 3 hours sleep last night. I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking, I need to pack that. Have I packed this? And what else do I need to do? And I was...
Has Mom packed it?
Yeah, has Mum packed it? Like, well, I did start packing. I did help. I was there. I was part of the process.
I am a pro packer.
But my mum...
I am a pro.
My mum can just get it in the case, basically. And then be able to close the case. Whereas, whenever I put it in, it doesn't close, so I hope I can get back. And then Alyssa's coming. Yeah, we're going to LA. We'll be there for just over a week. It was just going to be till Thursday, but I extended the stay because I'm going with YouTube. Hello, like, they know I exist. They've invited me to the Creator Summit, and there's some amazing creators there who I cannot wait to meet. And it's like about a 2-hour drive from LAX, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm very excited. It looks super posh. The place looks super posh. I cannot wait to see my room. I feel like I'm leaving today, but I'm not. I'm leaving tomorrow. The flight is tomorrow, but because I live in the Northeast and the only direct flights are from Heathrow, and I didn't want to do a connecting, because if I went from Newcastle to Heathrow, the last time I did that, my bags didn't get with me to the next destination, so I am just doing a direct flight to because I'm scared that my wheelchair might get damaged or lost and my bags might get lost, and I need to plan for all eventualities. My mum is kindly driving us to Rugby, where they live in the Midlands, and then we're gonna get on a train from Rugby to Euston. I've only booked that part, and then once we get there, we've then got to figure out how to get to the airport hotel near Heathrow, because what I was looking at, I wanted us to go on the underground, but that part of it, the underground at London Euston, isn't wheelchair accessible, I know from trying to go on it before. So I've got to figure out. That's gonna be fun, and I'm so tired, but I'm excited. And actually, it's probably good that I'm tired, because I was literally awake until like 4 a.m, which will mean that I'm already on my way to beating the jet lag before I'm even in the country. So we're good. It's bigger than me.
Hi Amy! Have a fantastic time. Oh,
Love you.
have a great time.
Love
You
you.
too.
Thanks for the lift. Thanks for
welcome.
the lift, Mum.
Oh, I just got your dad's builder's pot.
Oh, Aww. He brought the suitcases. Does anyone else like look at their dad and just think, oh my gosh, he's an old man? He's gonna hate this when he sees this, but he just seems so old now, and it breaks my heart. Oh, he retires in a few months. Right, now to figure out how to get from Euston Station to King's Cross so that we can get the underground with 3 suitcases. But there's this really kind man that's offered to roll one of the cases for us. Like, he's such a sweetheart. We're at the hotel now, and it's been a long day of traveling. I didn't realize how difficult it would be to get from London Euston to Heathrow, Terminal 5, like step free. I had no idea that was. Should have probably have researched it a little bit more, but this lovely man at Rugby Station, like he was another commuter. I know his life story now. He was so lovely. He saw Alyssa struggling with the suitcases, and he was like, oh, like, where are you going to? And then we explained that we're going like away and we're going to Heathrow. He was like, oh, okay, so how are you getting from Euston to Heathrow? And I was like, to be honest, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna find out once we get there. And then he was like, you know, I've been that way a lot. I can show you. And I was like, no, you really don't have to. And he was like, and then I can take one of the suitcases and I can walk along with you, because you're not going to be able to go from Euston Underground because that's not accessible. So what we'll do is we'll walk from there and we'll go to, I can't remember what it's called, but the station next door to King's Cross. It's kind of like connected. And what a gentleman. At one point, he was like, I anticipate that there's going to be some uneven flagstones on the side of this road, so I suggest that we cross here. And he was directing us where to go, and like, he was just honestly the sweetest man, and we wouldn't have made it to this hotel if it was not for Colin, so thank you so much, Colin. He saw us right to the final train that we had to get on, and I didn't realize that he was going out of his way. I was like, you don't have to. And then he was like, no. People have helped me in my life, and I like to help others as well. And he was like, and I'm helping your friend Alison by taking this case. And he got us onto the final train. And then he didn't just leave, he waited for the train to leave and waved us off. Oh my gosh, we need more Collins in this world. It's restored some of my faith in humanity, and I really needed that. To bed now. I might grab something to eat just before, and then we're up early for our flight tomorrow. We're planning on leaving the hotel at about 5:30, hopefully. Probably be more like 5:45, but if we aim for 5:30, then at least we're going to be somewhat on track. Get a taxi to the airport, because although we're at like Terminal 5, it's still like 10 minutes to there, so I don't think we'll be able to walk with all those cases because we do not have a Colin with us. So we'll get a taxi, and then that's when all the chaos is going to start. And I'm so nervous that something's going to happen to my wheelchair, or I'm going to lose a bag or something. And I really hope tomorrow goes well. I think it's because last time I flew with British Airways, I had a very negative experience.
they didn't treat us that well. We had to get on the plane right at the end because assistants didn't turn up. That was the fault of Heathrow. Can't remember what they call them, but the people that work with the accessibility team. And yeah, it was just chaos. I had to go through a bunch of elbows to get to my seat on the aisle chair, and it just was very stressful indeed. And hopefully tomorrow can restore my faith in British Airways and Heathrow Airport. I did fly with Heathrow in the summer and it went perfectly, but that was with Virgin Atlantic. So tomorrow we try it with British Airways. So let's see how it goes. Although YouTube are flying me out and they're flying us premium economy, and I'm so excited because we get proper cutlery. That's when you know you've made it. So maybe tomorrow will go better because of that. Fingers crossed. Okay, see you tomorrow. Morning, guys. It's 5 a.m. Let's get ready. I'm so tired. Already and so much more awake. Let's go get our flight. I don't think we're gonna get to the airport very early. But my dad was like, in these times, you've got to get there at least 4 hours, if not 5 hours before. So we're getting there like 4 hours before. We're at arrivals. Let's go see if our check-in desk is even open yet. Right, we're through security. My bag got pulled as always. This time it was the wet wipes. I thought it was gonna be, I had my wheelchair toolkit, which has like spanners and all that in, because last time they had an issue with that, but no, they didn't even ask. We're in the lounge. Let's see how much free food we can eat in the next hour. Look at that. In case they break my chair.
They have given us some kind of kit, so let's open it. I don't know what's inside. And oh, I didn't need to buy socks. A dental kit, a pen. Oh, this looks good. Lip balm. I like the bag. Night.
We landed safely and traveled to Ojai, California for the YouTube Creator Summit. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what happened next.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.